our doctor who wanted to join had to go on an emergency. So the webinar will go on anyway. So webinar now plan ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so there is a document which has the information about the diet and the calorie intake and other nutritional intakes. So we'll just go through that quickly because we are not experts in it. However, of course, we will share that with you guys as well, so that you can have a quick look and have the benchmark. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು, ಏಜ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮೇಲೂ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಯಾಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಆ ಥರದ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಆಗಲೇ. ಅದನ್ನು ಆಬ್ವಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಶೇರ್. ನಂತರ probably we wanted to share the problems that we are facing as well. So that's why that was the second part of the whole process. And third part was to talk with the government employees who are involved in procurement of the COVID-19 emergency needs, especially the agriculture procurement. He will join. He is an IRS officer in Davangere, and he is involved in the procurement of both medical equipment and food equipment, food materials for the hospitals in Davangere. So yeah, quickly, and this would be around 20 to 25 minutes webinar ashtane. So ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಹೊತ್ತು ಏನಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So we'll share the screen, and so we will share the screen and you guys can have a look at it. So somebody can confirm if the screen is seen. Mr. Padmanabh, can you confirm? Okay. So yeah, now ಯಾವ ಥರ ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ ಅಂದರೆ, ಫಸ್ಟು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಬೇಕು, ನಂತರ ಆ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರಿಯೆಂಟ್ಸು ಯಾವ ಫುಡ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಫಾರ್ಮರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಆ ಥರ ಫುಡ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫುಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಕ್ಯೂರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಏನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವ್ರನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಇವು 4 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಸೊ first part ನಲ್ಲಿ we wanted to focus and ask questions about nutrition to the doctor. Unfortunately, she is on emergency, so she can't come today, it seems. So we will separately record the video and get her information as well. So however, the protein intake for COVID patients and non-COVID patients have been listed here, and majorly it is the amount of protein on a nutshell. Namge ಏನು ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, so the amount of proteins would be at least 20% more than what is required in the normal person. So that is the summary of the protein needs that we understood. And the calorie intakes is also, as you see in the document, older people normally eat a bit lesser. Are COVID bandiranta older generation people we have to give more calories than normal calories. So the calories are calculated mainly based on the body weight, 27 kilocalories per body weight per day. So this is the calculation, and especially there is also differentiation for comorbid entries allunu kuda ide. ಈ ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ this was a document we wanted to ask questions to her, and surely we will also add her inputs, the nutritionalist inputs na kuda add ಮಾಡಿ we will send you guys, ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ. So the one point we understood was, like, as the people are more older, they need more calories, and any patient would need extra calories that they have to take. So there is one more peer-reviewed paper which also significantly supports that. ಇದು ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ peer review ಆಗಿರೋ ಪೇಪರ್. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು, the survival probability will increase as they meet the target calories given. So 27 kilocalories per kg per day. ಈಗ 1 gram protein per kg ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಬಾಡಿ weight ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆಯೋ ಅಷ್ಟು ಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಪರ್ ಡೇ. ಅದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್. ಸೊ ಅಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಫೈಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ peer review ಪೇಪರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಬ್ಲಿಷ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ peer reviewed paper where you can also see kilocalories, extra kilocalories ತಗೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ we have to, so the survival rate is more. So ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ there are 2 points they have mentioned in this paper. ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ comorbidities, especially diabetes and the hypertension. ಇವೆರಡಕ್ಕೆ they need frequent monitoring, because target calories ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡೇಂಜರಸ್ ಆಗದೆ ಇರೋ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾನಿಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕೋಮಾರ್ಬಿಡ್ ಇರಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಜನರಲ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ more intake, and the protein content is 1 gram. ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ, 1 gram per kg. ಇದು ಕೆಜಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬಾಡಿ ಕೆಜಿ. ನೀವು 80 kg ಇದ್ರೆ 80 ಗ್ರಾಮ್, 70 kg ಇದ್ರೆ 70 ಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಪರ್ ಡೇ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮೋರ್ ದನ್ 1 kg ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಾಲಿಮಾರ್ಬಿಡ್ ಮೆಡಿಕಲ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪಾಲಿಮಾರ್ಬಿಡ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಕೋಮಾರ್ಬಿಡ್ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನ ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು. ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗಿವ್ ದಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ because of the destruction of the protein which happens because of lack of calories. So calories in case ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ you have to monitor them. So that is what is written in this papers now. So other vitamins intakes, and also we'll go through it every day ಎಷ್ಟು ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಇದು RDA ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈಲಿ ಇಂಟೇಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್, ರೆಕಮೆಂಡೆಡ್ ಡಯಟರಿ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟೀಸ್ ಅಂತ RDA ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರಿ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಅದನ್ನ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೂಡ. ಒಬೇಸ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಓವರ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ ಪೇಷಂಟ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಂಡರ್ ವೆಯ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರೀಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತನೂ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ದ ಮೇನ್ 4 micronutrients were these: vitamin D, A, E, zinc, and vitamin C. So these were the highly focused micronutrients in COVID patients, post and pre. Idina now most of the time you can take it on the form of the tablets, but these could be taken through in the form of fruits as well. More especially if there is vitamin D lack idre, you can also go and stand in the sun. Probably most of you in the webinar also know about it. So other than that, vitamin C and vitamin A, you can see that most of these are considered as so the most of it is considered as the most prominent micronutrients that would be required for the COVID patients. So, and I wanted to also talk about some increase in B cells and T cells, which are antibodies, but I am not expert, so I think it's not a good thing to speak about it. So however, ನಾನು ಅವಾಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಗೆ I will ask these questions and record it and send it to you guys. Also, especially about these antibodies, how the micronutrients increase the antibodies. ಇಲ್ಲಿರೋ micronutrients ನಾವೇನು ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಪೇಪರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, peer reviewed ಪೇಪರ್ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, but I don't want to speak about it because I'm not a specialist. And there's one more thing we found out, how the vitamin C and D especially increase ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. especially this was done in an COVID hospital in Egypt. So ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು. So the recovery rate were very high when they introduced the vitamin C and D for the patients. So this happened last year, 2020 ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದ paper ಇದು. So you can see the authors as well. So this is one of the papers from Egypt. So yeah, ನಂತರ oral oral nutrient supplements. This is also doctors should tell about it, but here we have listed from the WHO, World Health Organization, in the list ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So ಅದನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ point of view, we wanted to ask her the questions. So this will also be shared with you after she answers the questions to these points. Yeah, in general, there are some guidelines from WHO here. They have also mentioned eating chocolates is one of the solution to get at least anxiety and depression. So other than that, regular exercise and activity are very much suggested from the WHO. And oral supplements is considered from WHO. It is considered as the resort from the doctors, not at the house level. So they are more focused on vitamin C, zinc, and vitamin D. So these things are more focused to gain through the food rather in a hospital condition or through a tablets, for example. So adon suggestion kuda WHO madidare. So that probably could be a good benchmark for all of us to do it before. So there are some suggestions based on what to eat in the breakfast and lunch and dinner. The ideal thing for probably for both veg and non-vegetarians, both they have given here. This is also from Indian. This is from the Indian government, where we focused on yen tinbodo, yen at the local level. For example, in lunch they have mentioned amaranth and ragi, which could be mixed with other local food. And evening they're suggesting some green tea or some kind of hot soups. If it is veg or non-veg, it doesn't matter. And for dinner, they're suggesting with commodities which have high fiber. So the fiber catch ಏನು ಅಂತ ಇವರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ Indian government and WHO, both of them. So once again, so ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it would help us to not overeat. So that's why since fiber stays in the stomach and the intestine in long time, so it will always help antali. So they are suggesting ragi or millet or something which has more, or rice, for example, but it is unpolished. So that is what they are suggesting. These are probably general things most of us know from like a wisdom from long time and hearing with the friends and family, but it is there, so we're just mentioning that. Yeah, and fatigue is something which ಮೈಕೈ ನೋವು after COVID ನಂತರ ಬರುವಂತ ಮೈಕೈ ನೋವು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೆಲವು ಇನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲೋರಿ ಸಿಗುವಂತ ಸಲಾಡ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಪೊಟ್ಯಾಟೋಸ್ ನ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕೂಡ. ಆಮೇಲೆ the use of lime and honey is also something is very critical for the local, as far as the local diet is concerned in India. Use more of honey and lime with the warm water is also what ICMR is suggesting also. So limben sikre athwa honey sikre, probably we can just add it and drink as well. And one more thing they have suggested is calories jote, to burn the calories, it needs a lot of fluid in the body. So the government ICMR is also suggesting that we should use more fluid which could actually engage with glucose to fight the body. And considering idannella madodakke, we wanted to have we need to have supplies from the agriculture. So since we already working with farmers, there was one suggestion that the observation that we had made. So that is ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ 2018-19-20 ರಲ್ಲಿ ಗ್ರೇಪ್, ಗ್ವಾವಾ, ಪೊಮೊಗ್ರನೇಟ್, ಮೇಯ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸಪೋಟಾ ಇದಿಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೆಸಿದ್ವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಯಾವ ಫ್ರೆಶ್ ಕಮಾಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. but maize decrease ಆಗಿದೆ. ಅದರದ್ದು ಶೆಲ್ಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ, ತುಂಬಾ ದಿನ ಅದು ಹಾಳಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ತುಂಬಾ ದಿನ ಇಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಅಂಥದ್ದು ಏನೇ ಕಮಾಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಇವಾಗ ಈ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಡ್ಯೂರಿಂಗ್ ಕೋವಿಡ್ the fruits what we get is high mainly because of the supply chain. That is what we have experienced. Supply chain nalli now jasti involvement torsidre as an individuals or as a government or as a company also. So this price would drastically reduce. So probably adike now we actually wrote a letter for district administration here, so to improve the vaccination shots to these truck drivers. So our truck drivers now probably kotre vaccination, this price will drastically come down. The price of grapes on all the fresh mangoes, for example, so the price ella kadime agutte. However, non-perishable though in the market price decrease agide. So we are also looking at that very closely. So apart from that, the prices of pomegranate, all of them, it's rise a little bit, at least ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ another rise ಆಯ್ತು. That also we observed as a company as well. So apart from that, there is some policy level questions and interactions that we were planning to do and share the information with you. And ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ನಾವು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ನಡೆಸಬಹುದು. And thirdly, national level policies na yav tar draft madidare so far. The companies which are especially for the companies which are working at national level nalli ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ global level nalli as a countries how do we interact with each other is also something which is seen in this coming information. Adralli as an ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಒಂದು, let's come from the top. Global level, because we import also some commodities to different parts of Europe. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಏನು ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಿತ್ತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಸಿ ಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತ ಇನ್ಫ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಬಟ್ WHO ನವರು ವಾಟ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ is to have more lesser requirement of checking and more interactions with global level agriculture commodities. But still that adu bahala kadme aitu so far. But special countries, for example South Korea and Japan, for example, and there is Gulf countries nalli kuda we saw the improvement as well. So that adu global level interactions alli kelu countries matra actively buy madak start madidru from India. Other than that, it was very hard to manage because there was no infrastructure for at the seaport nalli athwa airport nalli infrastructure is not there. So these are the experience that we had at national level. Yeah, so you nimagagle national level policy gottiro prakara, so it has been opened up majorly. The open up adakku raitru easy agi marbodu annodella benchmark itkondu agle start madidru ನಮ್ಮ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು. But there is anyway, there's a lot of different issues that is going on because of lot of interactions between different policies, land policies, adanella interact ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ problem ಆಗಿದೆ. But in this time the WHO is suggesting that all the national level policies has to be focused on the marketing and the supply chain. So that is the most important thing at the national level. And at community level, it is suggesting the equity distribution for perishable groups is more focused point ಆಗಿದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈಗ ಜರ್ಮನಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ವಿ ಗೇವ್ ಎನ್ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎನ್ ಆಫೀಸ್ ದೇರ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ನಮಗೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ರೆಸ್ಟೋರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ವರ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್. Either it is restaurant, it might be a small place where they sell fruits, retail shops, elladu close ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆರ್ಬೈ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದು ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅನ್ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸಿಕಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಯಾವ ವಲ್ನರಬಲ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, ದ ಮನಿ ಶುಡ್ ಗೋ ಮೋರ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ WHO requirements, and this is also an social science peer-reviewed paper what I'm showing you right now. So other than that, yeah, food utilization individual level, we already went through what to eat, what not to eat, and how to monitor it. 1 gram protein per kg of our weight per day. Now tinbek 80 kg idre 80 grams tinbek, for example, or calories also we mentioned, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲರೀಸ್ ತಿನ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆಫ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ at the end, there is some recommendations again. So individual levels ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಗ್ರೀನ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ತರ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್, ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು, ಸಣ್ಣದಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಲವು, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್ ಟು ಸೇ, ಸಣ್ಣ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಒಂದು 10 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ 20 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್. This is without saying it is good, but WHO also suggests that whatever small amount of distribution happens at the community level, it will improve the quality of life during the COVID, is also what it is mentioning. Because that there was a test in America which they did. Basically it's a paper, data collection ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ again there was the suggestion there was in 2020, last month, ಹೋದ ವರ್ಷ ಆಗಿದ್ದು, when young people started going out for these nightclubs or public congregations for different reasons, probably social justice issues, or athwa individual group functions irbodu. So adara ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆದಾಗ, so there was one thing there that was mentioned, that on a contrary to what we believe here, in India, like Kumbh Mela aito, mate there are more functions like marriages and other family functions happen. So what these test groups were considered was without masks and with masks, and with all the social distancing considered ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಎರಡು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ನ ತಗೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, so these congregations with all the COVID restrictions na follow ಮಾಡಿದಂತ functions, it helped the community to develop that seriousness. But ಕೆಲವು states ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ this was not compulsory because of democracy. There's a lot of backlash now, mask ಹಾಕೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು. ಆ ತರ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ the numbers increased. So this is also was considered as one of the main points, where some states like California, for example, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತುಂಬಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಬಟ್ ಕಾಂಗ್ರಿಗೇಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಆದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಡಿಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಇಶ್ಯೂ. ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಸ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ದಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ aspect of some states, but some states where there was lack of following the COVID restrictions, alli congregation adaga it was more problematic. So the seriousness of the COVID wasn't there. So alli jaasti jana spread agi, that state has highest morbidity in US. In India, there is a lot of data is still coming out. Now we are churning some data, because some parts of country we also send some fruits and some commodities. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಡೇಟಾ ಏನ್ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್, ಒಂದು ವೈಟ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದು ಏನು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಕಂಡಿದ್ದೇನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ ಉತ್ತರಾಖಂಡ್, even though there was Kumbh Mela, lot of people from hinterland of Bihar and UP came there and they went back. But Uttarakhand alad habbila, because those people were more serious than the people who are visiting there. So Uttarakhand alli jaasti habbila as a state, but in Bihar and UP, especially in the villages and the hinterland, so adil jaasti habbide. Because ಯಾರು ಸೀರಿಯಸ್ ಆಗಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ ರೆಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಹಾಗೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಬ್ಬಿದೆ ಇಂಡಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ as you go forward, probably that is also something which we would be concerned about. We should be concerned about in this after we come out of the lockdown and this situation. So there was again some national issues. So national level ಹೇಗೆ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ, ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಸಜೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಈ ಪೇಪರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ. Finance distribution is one thing which worked wonders in Germany. Just 3 days back, all the restaurants were opened up, and it was something which they cherished, and all the people, they came out as a new kind of freedom. ಆ ಥರ ರಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದಿನ ಇದ್ದು ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರೀಸ್ಗೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಡೈಲಿ ವೇಜಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, how to keep them busy, if we found out as a community or as a people of a nation or a state, probably that would be more easier. Anta idralli ide paper nal again. So I'm not an expert, I have not written the paper on this. This is not our paper, we are just collecting these peer review papers and sharing with you guys. So so there is 2 minutes that is still there for the webinar. So anybody has a question or any suggestions or any ideas they want to share, please share. I'm going to mute myself. ನಾನು ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಯಾರು ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದ್ರೆ, ನಿಮ್ದು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
I guess there is nothing to be shared by others. So I think it can be concluded. From my side, it was a very good webinar. We got a lot of information on the issues of food and nutrients, what is to be taken as a prevention and after a person is infected. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Udma. Thank you so much. Yeah, then we will conclude the webinars for now, and we'll share the documents with you guys who are who are attending the webinar now. And it would be great if you guys drop your email address here as well, so that now Madiro research na nimig kalisbodu, and you can have a look at it. So all these information which is there in the document is from the peer reviewed paper. So thank you for attending. Please drop us an email. We'll forward the document to you guys. Thank you. Thank you for